Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yeah. Mark's hating on his fast. Becky Nish on the man. Play with two like a lion. Household a dangerous alliance. I am an diamond like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
Podcasts these days.
My name is Brian Pillman Jr., and you're listening to the In Your House podcast. This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your House podcast.
This is AEW's Darby Allin, and you're listening to In Your House podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Alakan House and my man, Michael Hutchison. That's Mikey Hutch. This is the People's Podcast. Ha. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boy Con and Hutch, ready to get at work. When it comes to this professional wrestling business, that is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. And ooh, where is the clock? I'm checking the time because last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we in with that work. Round the clock, you guys already know what it is. Oh yes, the director's in the building. Me and Hutch about to kill him. How you doing, bro?
Bro, I don't even know if I can talk. Look, let me go ahead and set the pace for you guys right now.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of shows.
Uh-huh.
I've been to indie shows. I've been to WWE shows. I've been to WWE pay-per-views. I've been to NXT. I've seen the War of the Worlds with Ring of Honor and New Japan. You were there.
Yep. That was awesome.
You kissed Cody's ring there. Actually,
I did.
That's a thing that happened. That's canon.
Yep. That's a real fact.
That's a thing that happened. And I've been loud. You know, we make it a point to not be those obnoxious fans, but to be loud and, you know, give the wrestlers what they're, you know, the reactions that they're going for, you know, as long as they earn it, right?
No doubt.
And I've never had my throat, you know, just be sore from just yelling.
Look at it, I'm gonna sip on the water.
Right, like straight up, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I feel like I've been gargling razor blades since I woke up this morning, and that is just because of how rowdy and loud I was at this AEW show that we're going to converse about. So if my voice sounds a little bit more rough than normal, I apologize, but here we are.
Oh yes, absolutely, and it was a fantastic show. And hey, we love to go into it, man. It was crazy getting there. You know, I'm sitting there at work, like, man, like
ready to get the adulting out of the way.
Exactly.
Ready to get the adulting out of the
way.
In a good mood. Bullshit's rolling in, but you know what? I'm shaking it off and I'm no-selling it.
Because you know what's coming up next. You know what's coming up next, and that is this show. And of course, as you can see here, is our consistent guest here on the In Your House video podcast. We love to give it to you right here at Dragon Hordes Coin and Gaming, and man, it's just been an incredible time, and of course we had to bring back, because he went to the show too, is my man, reporter Drake Kennedy. How's it going, bro?
From Kayfabe News.
Oh yeah, that's canon.
Yep.
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good, man.
Good.
Good. After doing great after that
Tired.
show.
Yeah.
For sure
Really
tired,
tired.
man. Oh, my
But
gosh.
still.
But it was a great show. So we're getting there. And first off, I want to say this. I did not expect anything. I had no expectations. I went there with an open mind and an open heart. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what the atmosphere is going to be like.
I didn't know what the capacity of the crowd was going to be because
That too.
because the last time that I seen from you, it looked, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it looked bleak.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking we're all going to be moved to the hard cam side
Yeah.
to fill that side, and they're going to have to work around it. Whatever media rounds that Cody and Cody and everybody did
Yeah.
worked, because when we rolled up, we're like, damn, look at the people at the building, and then it dawned on it. Then we noticed it wrapped all the way around the side of the building, and I'm thinking, damn, they may have packed this bitch up.
For real.
And they didn't sell it out, but they did pack it.
Yes, they
I
did.
mean, it was a good crowd.
Absolutely.
And we're going to get to how loud the crowd was, because we got to put over Indy, boy.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, let's just go ahead and talk about that right now, because I'll say this, and you guys can go back and listen to the old episodes. I've said this on numerous episodes of this podcast, and I've always been critical. I have always been critical of the Indiana wrestling crowd. We don't get hype enough. We don't get excited enough. We're sitting on our hands.
Yep.
And I've seen it at many different shows. Hell, call me crazy, but I feel like that's part of the reason why Ring of Honor never came back. Because the crowd wasn't hype enough, and I don't think that last show they did the numbers they wanted to do.
It wasn't.
It just wasn't
great.
there, man. I mean, everybody was and it was great because all the talent there was so easily accessible. You know what I mean? But there was like no lines. If you remember when we went back in at the exact same place, the Farmers Coliseum, there was no lines. Everybody was easily accessible, and that was cool and that was great. But there were no lines.
Yeah,
that's not good if you're a promoter.
Word.
You know what I mean? So you got guys you have fans sitting on their hands, not showing up to shows when they come to Indianapolis. But with this particular show, not only did the fans come in numbers that I did not expect, but the reactions from the crowd. This is a crowd. Indiana has moved forward in wrestling to 2019 because they were in tune with pretty much everything. At least most of that crowd was. And there was some people in the crowd that wasn't with it. There were some people in the crowd asking questions that weren't, like, we heard people behind us. They were like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? And you know what? You're asking. You showed up. You're asking questions. You want to know.
Because those are potential new fans.
Those are potential new fans.
See, here's what I saw. We say that the crowds in Indianapolis have been rough, and that is definitely not an exaggeration. That is not an understatement. I saw, and I put this, believe it or not, again, I talk about, I don't tweet very much. I've actually been kind of active on Twitter as of late. I think I got to get me a new app because apparently Drake just informed me my retweets are quite archaic, and I'm just like, whatever. I'm trying to bring it back, bitch. Shut up, mind your business. Anyway, I saw a crowd that wants change in wrestling. And AEW is that change.
Oh yeah,
it is. I know we've been riding on this bandwagon, whatever. But again, I'm biased. Or excuse me. Oh wow, Freudian slip. Wow, Adonis is like, aha!
I knew it.
I got you, you son of a bitch.
Got you, bitch.
Anyway, excuse me. I am unbiased. As I said, shut up, Drake.
Majin's gonna meme though.
Majin is going. Oh man, there's gonna be video clips. That's gonna get mean. Oh man,
they're gonna have it in auto tunes, bro.
Oh my god, I'm
here for
screwed.
it, though.
I hate you, man. Shut up, Drake. Don't throw gas on fires. Anyway, I'm done with the show. Hutch is retired.
He's retired.
I'm out. It doesn't matter.
Oh, we've already got the peoples though, man. You can't
doesn't
quit.
matter.
You can't quit. The peoples love Hutch.
But now,
The peoples.
But I'm biased now.
The peoples.
Oh god, I'm Fox News, bro.
You've been biased since day.
All right, but real talk, guys. Like again, I'm unbiased when it comes to this stuff, man.
Right.
Again, I just saw a crowd that wants change, and I was one of them. I think Drake was one of them. I know you've been one of them. And we've looked at AEW, I think, from as critical of an eye as we can.
Yeah.
And no, there were moments in that show that didn't click with me. The women's match.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of chilling for that one.
Yeah.
It didn't click with me.
Maybe because I was part of it was that, and I think I was a little tired from some of the matches before. But I
opener-
wasn't with that match either.
Because they followed Nick and Phoenix.
Yeah, which was a fantastic match.
Which, wow, those two lit it up, and I haven't got a chance to watch that on TV yet.
Yeah.
And I do plan to go back and watch it because Laura inboxed me and said that, oh, you guys got to see a dope show and all that stuff, and I was like, well, I'm not sure how it went over on TV. Shout out to Laura out there, but yeah, he said that it was a really dope show on TV too.
Oh, good.
And so I'm looking forward to go back and watch it. But yeah, that first match was just fucking lit, dude. Like, it was insane.
Oh, yes, it was.
It was good.
So the first match, it was Nick Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Nick Jackson and Ray Phoenix, and this was actually Nick's first singles match in like 4 years.
Yeah, and it looked like he's been doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, and granted, he had a great partner out there to work with.
Oh, absolutely.
But wow, they just to watch Phoenix defies gravity, man.
He's masterful on those ropes, bro.
The man,
so masterful.
Yes, the man walks on like the ropes, like we walk on the ground.
Yes.
I mean, it's damn near otherworldly. I know it sounds like, oh, you're just marking out, man. If you was on that
No,
dude's dick
you
any
got
harder,
to-
you'd be a condom. like no. It's not like that, dude. I'm just going off what I saw. I mean, artistry is artistry, and like that dude is a fucking Van Gogh. I mean,
he's really
Da
good.
Vinci, whatever you want to say, man.
He was really good. I
the
absolutely
goods.
agree with that. Hey, Drake,
Hey,
what was you thinking about that match, man?
It was really good. It was really good. There was a bump that Nick gave. It was a German suplex on the apron and dropped him right on the back of his head, back of his neck. And your boy started a holy shit chant that got picked up on TV. When I watched that today, I was pretty excited.
Good man.
That match was a hell of a way to open Dynamite.
Yeah.
And
They're so good at that.
I was really nervous to go back and watch it on TV. I was excited but nervous because I really wanted the crowd to pick up, and I was worried if it wasn't. Indy showed up.
I cannot believe, man. I have to, and I want to acknowledge Dalton Davis, ADHD Dalton Davis. He's here in the chat.
Hey, what's going on, man?
He
Glad you
says,
could join us.
wrestling also evolves along with the fans every 5 years. I think Indiana is a hot zone for wrestling. Gotta love independent wrestling. And
That's it.
how many independent
it.
shows have we been to just this year alone in Indiana? I agree. I think it's starting to heat up. Bizarre Lucha.
Yep.
Easily.
Again, and what do we say? It's a vibe.
Yeah.
And I think I said this to you at the show last night to kind of build off of what he said as well.
Yeah.
When you watch WWE shows, if anybody out there has been to a WWE show live, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, it's all subjective.
Yeah.
You feel like you're outside of the box looking in. If you go to an indie show, yeah, you're in the crowd, but you still feel like you're a part of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Because, you have obviously more interaction because it's a smaller volume of people.
Yeah.
Obviously a smaller, tighter venue and that kind of thing. But you feel like you're part of it. AEW feels like that, but with a big multi-million-dollar budget.
Yes.
And that is perfect. That's exactly what it is because they're in tune with their fans.
Yes.
And they keep doing what they're doing. And sure, they've said, "Oh, we're just going to cater to who," because Cody was quoted and saying like, "Oh, we're just going to cater to our fans and blah blah blah. Whatever happens, happens."
Yeah.
But again, we saw it last night. They're drawing curious eyes to them.
We heard it all throughout, all around that area. I was hearing people asking questions.
Who's this guy? Why are like what happened here? What's that story? And then they're like, once they get caught up by either us or whoever, their buddies or whatever,
sure,
they were into it.
Yeah.
Because we look back at these same people that were asking these questions to see if they were checked in or checked out.
Yeah.
They were dialed in.
Yes, they were.
They were dialed in, especially for the Darby Allin and Moxley, which we'll get to later.
Absolutely.
Because they was like, well, what's the story with that? Who's the guy with there's a body bag. What the fuck? Who's this guy?
Yeah.
Caught him up on who he was.
They did a really good job of telling stories and building talent throughout the night.
They've been doing this the whole time.
Absolutely.
But especially as far as that night goes.
And
yes.
the reason that I am pinpointing that night because look at what we saw with the Dark Order.
Let's talk about that.
Go ahead, lead us in, bro. Lead us in.
I've said on this show for a minute that the Dark Order was missing something.
Yeah.
What did I tell you as soon as that little vignette was over?
As soon as you said that, or as soon as you saw that, you said, this is it.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. That's what they need. Run off of that, build off of that.
Yeah.
And I've seen some people say, oh, they're borrowing from Bray Wyatt and Sister Abigail. Nope. Let me go ahead and tell you right now. When was I wrong about the Bray Wyatt thing initially? I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but you guys, there's a lot of people that thought it was a whole bunch of kiddie stuff, and they didn't see the forest for the trees, so to speak. This is not the same vibe. This is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
And again, yes, I think this was the missing piece that they needed. And I, for one, cannot wait to see where they go with this.
Yeah.
I already joined. I actually signed up for the website. I actually got a loot crate that's getting sent to me. I don't know what the hell it's going to be. It could be one of those little homie outfits. I might be able to be a part of the homie throne if they come back. I don't know.
You gonna let Uno sit on you?
Well, I mean,
Yes, you will.
I don't want to talk about the contract that I signed for the Dark Order, man. It's dark. I couldn't read it.
Fool this man.
You need to get out right now.
Yeah, now you can officially leave the show. Now the fans fucking hate you.
Exactly. I shall leave on top.
With his head held high.
That's right.
Oh,
good day. I
my
say
goodness.
good day, household.
I said good day, sir.
Good day. But yeah, seriously, man. It was dark as hell. I couldn't read shit.
It was good though. I dug it, man. I really did dig it. I mean, just the whole vibe. And then I was like, because for a second there when we was watching it, we was like, what is this?
Yeah, because just the whole, like,
hey,
we got a camera. So, like, the whole time I'm just kind of watching it going.
Yeah.
And then I saw the flash of Uno's mask, and I'm like, oh. And
Yeah.
because in my head, I was like, oh, what is this? What is this? And again, once it resolved, it hooked me. I'm like, let's see where this goes. Again, I'm not going to say it's money yet, but I think, again, it's a missing piece that they needed. I love that they haven't given up on them.
Yeah.
WWE would have gave up on Dark Order already.
Out the gate, bro.
Out the gate. That they got that one mild reaction, which I ain't gonna lie, they did get that mild reaction. I forget who. I think they may have been going against SCU.
I think it was in the tournament. It was their Dynamite debut.
Yeah, it was their debut. Like the crowd was just kind of meh on them.
But and they didn't have enough homies too.
Right? Yeah, man. Like where was the homies at?
Yeah.
Well, again, they got that loot crate. I'm working on that.
Oh, yeah, we're putting in our work.
I'm contributing. I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
You got to join.
Wait, you think I should?
The Kool-Aid tastes weird, but anyway.
I don't know if it tastes good.
Guess what color it is?
What?
Dark.
Bro. Oh man. So Drake, what was you thinking about that Dark Order vignette?
I originally thought they were playing some like anti-depression commercial at first.
Word.
Yo, that's what I was thinking, bro.
I thought I was they was going to plug some Zantac or something.
Yeah,
like
Ariel's sitting next to me, and I was like, all right, I guess we're going to commercial on TV, so they're going to let us watch commercials. I was like, I didn't say this. I was like, this is my first tape show since Monday Night Nitro in 98 or 99.
Wow.
So, to date myself, and yes, I was like 3 or 4
right,
when I was at that, but I was like, do they show commercials, like, like in the middle of the show? And I was just watching, and I was kind of thinking, whatever, meh, until Uno's mask flashed out once, and I was instantly on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's not money, but they have somewhere to go now.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
It's another layer to them. It's something for them to chew on, to build off of. And again, because like when I see them again, with the homies or whatever the hell they're supposed to be, again, obviously it's a cult type of vibe.
Yeah.
And like, are they going to do like a weird Scientology-esque type thing? Because that would be cool as fuck.
That'd be nuts.
That would be just crazy. Maybe they can get Tom Cruise to come in as special guest, fucking speak for them and shit. Like, you know what? Fine, give me that Kool-Aid. Pass it this way, bro.
I'll tell you, man. When I was sitting over there looking at it, it looked like that they were throwing one of those medicines that 20 years down the line, you see it on like a court commercial or something. Yeah. Well, if you took such and such and such 20 years ago, you might be entitled to some compensation.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Talking about it may or may not help your depression, but it can cause.
And then they start reading it all fast and slow.
Right. It can cause your butthole to turn inside out, but it'll make you happy.
That's exactly what it
Are
was,
you
man.
are you a sad dot? It could make you a happy dot. Maybe. God, wait, this show's done. This show's done.
It's a, well, we're done. We're done. Playing the outro right now.
Yep. Call it.
Later.
Call it.
Bye.
Yep. You can find us at. Oh, he's gonna tell him.
Oh, here we
Blah,
go.
blah, blah.
No, we got to keep going, bro.
Yeah,
we
we
got to
got
keep
more
going.
to talk
All right.
Jesus.
But one thing that I really, really did like, and then we're gonna talk about our great sponsor, is the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
It was chaotic, and I'd never really, well, obviously we called one, but I've never sat there and actually had a chance to take in one live like that. And that was cool.
Well, yeah, and then, we had Billy Gunn come out there looking like, again, he got stung, had a allergic bee reaction, and, he dwarfed the rest of the talent.
Man, Mans was huge.
And then Billy Gunn almost died.
Oh, my goodness. If you are watching this, if you are watching AEW, don't watch it with your kids. Not that part. Cover their eyes, because the world's most devastating man, Orange Cassidy, about killed Billy Gunn.
Look, man, I seen this on TV. I seen this vulgar display of violence and destruction on AEW Dynamite before.
Yeah.
But to witness it live, I seen the reaction of your kids, man. I looked over and I seen little man.
Yeah.
That child's never seen the horrors of that, the likes of which we witnessed last night, as that man's leg collided with Billy Gunn.
Oh,
it's like you see Mortal Kombat, when they do the brutality thing or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It was bad.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, man. And usually, we're supposed to hate MJF, Drake, but if it wasn't for MJF, we might not have Billy Gunn here, because he's the one who put out Orange Cassidy.
He would have killed Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He would have kicked him to death. He would have chopped him down like a tree.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Look, MJF, though, can we talk about?
I was just gonna go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on that.
You're good.
But the heat.
Oh my gosh, it was so real.
Heels get cheered, right? Oh, heels are cool. It's cool to cheer the bad guy. They're the anti-hero. Not MJF.
Nah.
Not in Indy. That man's face just drew the ire of that crowd, and the boos were just deafening for him. I'm not sure how it came across on TV, but man, was it loud live.
Yes, and bro, I gotta say this. You think some of those fans remembered that promo he did for Indy a few months ago?
I like to think so.
Because they were mad, bro.
Mad.
Woo.
Mad.
And remember, let's take it back. Let's take it back to the Chicago story. Great 2-part episode going back to MLW. To tell you about MJF to any of our new listeners, and are also new to AEW. Mm-hmm. We saw this man, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, in MLW just a few months ago in Chicago. A man jumped the gate in Chicago and tried to kill this man. Mm-hmm. And security had to, he got somebody legitimately that angry.
Kicked out. Well, and MJF has also told stories too, where he's got that old school '70s heat, where he's like, I've had piss thrown on me before, meaning somebody was so mad that they took out their dick, peed in a fucking cup or a bottle just to throw it at a man. That's heat.
It's old school heat.
That's old school heat, dude. You cannot mess with that. And look.
I gotta throw a bottle of piss at MJF.
We're sitting in row 3, section whatever,
yeah,
chanting "Fuck you, Maxwell." Come on, bro.
Yes.
The whole place was doing it.
Yes, they were.
And again, I assume it came across on TV. It was live, so
it was during a commercial break.
Oh, was it?
That
I
started
see.
in section 306. That was my section also.
Man, y'all were
There
rowdy
was
over there.
loud motherfuckers in that section.
Good.
Those seats were the cheap seats, and I could see everything. That is for people to go next time they're here. $25 seats where I sat. I was in perfect line with the ring. Could see all the way around it. I could see everything.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome. See, we was on the floor, so we was a few rows behind. So we saw a lot of stuff, but we had the option to look over at the big screens too.
Yeah, right.
And man, it was cool for us, and we'll get to it. What happened later on in the main event and who came trotting out right beside us. But as far as that battle royal goes, man. What is this ring, you guys? I want to know. I'm glad I don't know.
Right.
It adds to the surprise. But
Did
what
they-
is this
did they
ring?
explain it on TV?
Did anybody explain it? Because
It's
you
like
said you watched it, right?
Yeah, it's, correct me if I'm wrong, live chat, but it's like an 8 or 18 almost carat ring that they didn't show that I saw, but they were just, it's prestigious and they want the ring. That's all they were.
One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them.
I
Really?
can't.
Nobody?
I can't think.
Shut up.
I know. I'm sitting over here.
Somebody in the chat's going, yes.
Man, somebody press F in the chat for freaking Hutch today.
Man, you keep your F's to yourself. You're off the fun.
Don't touch me.
There's only one return, and it's not of the king.
It's of the Jedi.
Oh man.
Even the trees walked in those movies.
Oh guys, we've got some great people. We've got some great people in the chat here. I just want to acknowledge some people again.
Oh, of course we got great people in chat.
Absolutely.
Who's sipping on the Kool-Aid?
Absolutely. Well, we've got.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in here.
Yeah, we do, man. Yo, we got Mike King up in here.
Mike King.
My man
Shout
Mike
out
King.
to the
Yeah,
homie,
yeah.
Mike King.
Show some love, man. This dude, and we're not gonna get too much
Right.
into it. We're not gonna get too much into it because we gotta swerve back and we're getting close to the time where we got to start thinking about wrapping up, and we got a couple things that we got to cover. But one thing about what happened with him is, man, this man was working, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was working this past Saturday night, and he was wrestling against a talent, and dude wanted to do a tope suicida, and I think something went wrong. And Jarrett, being the professional that he is, tried to save him, and he ended up getting his leg broken. Yeah.
All I can say, I mean, I can't speak on what it's like to do the work.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't want to like speculate on what happened. I don't want to speak on that. All I can say is big ups to Jared Mike King.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent, if you ask me, of taking a bullet for somebody, and that's one of the most selfless things that I've heard in a long time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, I hope I'm not speaking out of place. I hope you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
in that. And just speedy recovery to you, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. Best wishes and all the love in the world from In Your House. But we gotta,
Yeah.
it's a hard thing to segue from, but we gotta
Yeah,
keep
so
it
yeah, how do
going.
we get out of that?
Yeah, it's a hard thing to segue from.
Like,
but
damn, kind of got me all heavy in my feels.
I know,
now.
right?
I'm already off the show anyway.
Well, we have the digital deity of the underground.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh man,
yes.
he heard his name. He showed up like Beetlejuice. You said his name earlier, and all of a sudden he's like, poof.
That's what he do, bro. He just comes up out of nowhere.
There's already 5 made. What are you talking
I know,
about?
right?
That's a done
They're
deal.
on standby waiting to be posted. As soon as Colin clicks off air, they're on the Facebook.
Majin's like dead ass on site. Done.
Yo, he says maybe the ring will be like a Money in the Bank type of ring for like any title or something like that. You can cash in at any time.
I thought of that too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm low key hoping it's gonna be in that Dark Order loot crate. Like I get like a copy of it or something. I don't know. I'll let y'all know. But that's a good idea though. That actually kind of makes sense. Like I guess WWE has a suitcase. They have like a dope ass ring.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It's a ring. You want to get a ring?
Right.
Get a ring.
How viable
We need
would
no
that be, though, if they do that? If it's a one-time thing, that would make sense, but to do it every year, do you think it would make sense? To spend as much money on an 8 or 18 carat ring?
Are you talking? We're talking
Every
Tony
year.
Khan money, homie.
I mean, yeah.
They were giving out turnbuckles.
They're starting.
Yeah, sure were,
They
dog.
were,
That was crazy.
Yeah, they got that Tony Khan money, bro.
Who knows? Maybe they would. Maybe once a year or something like that.
I just picture that they got like a shady ring guy. They got like the dude with the big trench coat. He's like, "Hey, you want some AEW rings, pal?"
He's like, I got this one right here. That one right there.
Right. It's like, yeah, let me get the platinum with the ice on it.
And
How's a cold front?
Now we still want to talk a little bit more. About AEW, but it's that time, man. And that time.
Oh yeah.
It is time for us to definitely talk about. Oh, you know what it is. It's Dragon Horde's Coin and Gaming. Coin, Letter, and Gaming, and it's just a premier place for Magic Gaming, and they sell coins. They pretty much do a little bit of everything. And if you live in Central Indiana, you wanna check out the store, play some in-store games. If you aren't here, hit up the Facebook page. Of course, it's Dragon Hordes Coin and Gaming. That's Dragon Hordes Coin, Letter, and Gaming. To contact them about buying your stuff, they're always buying coins, Magic cards, silver, and of course gold. And if you don't know how to play Magic, hey man, they'll teach you. My son was even asking me about. He was listening to one of the podcasts, and he said that he was interested in wanting to learn. And I was like, yeah, man, absolutely.
And I think it would be awesome for him to learn because it's a game that actually requires you to think.
Yeah.
It's, again, it's a great strategy game. Like I said, I've been out of the loop for a while, and I'm actually thinking about coming through because they got a special event going on tomorrow night where they're celebrating a card that apparently was just it broke tournaments, and
that's what I heard,
because of it was just ridiculously effective.
Yeah.
And they, Wizards of the Coast, it was just they got to get it out of there. So, they're doing a celebratory gimmick here. Everybody's going to gather, play cards or whatever. And so, I think I'm going to swing through. Not sure if you guys are doing anything. The hell, we could gather here for a minute. And
I actually do got something to do.
Oh, look at you, big deal. Big League Jones over here.
I'm a very busy guy.
Oh, my
very
bad.
busy,
See, he don't even really talk to me anymore. I got to, work, pull a number and talk to him. He's like, now serving number 52. And then I get, 3 minutes to talk to him. It's rough doing business. And your house is blowing up.
Next time you want to get together, I'll have my people call your people.
Wow.
You don't have any people.
I don't have any. Wow. I bury myself, and you're just putting the dirt on top of me.
Just piling it on.
Christmas. Anybody got my back here in the chat? They're like, no, fuck you, Hutch, you hypocrite, you biased asshole.
Man, I'm sitting over here looking like 2009 Triple H, bro, just burying you.
Man, you really are, dude. You really are, and I don't like how it feels. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what we talked about before we went green. We're going to talk after the show.
Oh, jeez. All right, production meeting.
Yeah.
Post-production meeting. But let's talk a little bit about the atmosphere of the arena real quick. Go ahead and lead us in, bro.
Electric, man.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Here's the first indicator that, and I'm not going to say this has never happened at another show, because I'm sure, I know I've heard the crowd react, in WWE if there's a big match and they show it on the Titantron or whatever,
Sure.
right? When they were showing the vignettes of who's going to be on the show and what happened last week and the little Jurassic Express video that they showed, which was brilliant.
Great. Dog, my daughter loved that.
Dude, just again, that's for the kids.
Yeah.
That's for the kids.
Yeah.
They have something for everybody. But anyway, the crowd was reacting and popping for what Jericho did last week, all the stuff that went down, the stuff with Darby Allin and Moxley. They were cheering for that before the show even started, before Dark even, went on.
Yeah.
They were cheering for that stuff, and I'm just like, man, they're really here for this. We said that multiple times, because there were times of course we were cheering and rah into it, but then every time cool shit was happening, and we would just kind of sit down and I guess put our journalist hats on, or whatever the hell you want to call it, our in-your-house hats on.
We were reviewing,
and we were just looking at the crowd going, man, look at this.
Yeah. Because we wanted to talk about it.
Because people's fists were pumping, they were chanting.
The energy was amazing,
the boos for MJF, the pops for Moxley and Darby Allin.
Yeah.
I mean, just...
The pop for Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus.
Yo, he almost took the roof off that place, bro.
Ridiculous.
That was awesome.
Ridiculous. And then Jericho. I got to actually see the little backstage thing that Jericho did where he was just ranting on everybody.
Yes, going in, bro.
That shit was hilarious. And we got to hear some of it live. They cut off the mic on a little bit of it. But man, he was bare. We do have a hockey team here in Indiana, the Indy Fuel, and he was like, "Oh, the Indy Fuel, that sounds like a jobber team," and all this stuff. And then he ran into some guy who was just chilling backstage, and he was like, "What's your name?" He's like, "The Gut." And he's like, "The Gut," and he's like, "The Gut." He's like, "Oh God, I don't like that at all," or something like that. He slapped his hat. He was like, "Ugh," and then he found Marco's stunt.
Oh my gosh! Why did he have to destroy this man's soul like that?
He said, "Whose kid is this? Why you got a kid back here with his shirt off?
He gonna get cold, bro.
He gonna get cold."
Get a haircut.
And then get a haircut. You look ridiculous. Then he was like, "How old are you?" He's like, "I'm 23." And Jericho was like, "Ha ha! Show me your ID."
You think you look like 13? You're 23.
It was just good. It was so good.
Yeah.
And then the promo would come out, and than Jack Swagger is so eloquent on the mic.
Oh man.
What's his name?
Oh, Jack Swagger, damn it! Hager. I pulled a Jim Ross there.
Party foul.
I'm done, dude. I'm done.
Bro, in all seriousness, man.
Hey, Jim Ross did it too. I can get away. I get one.
Oh yeah, everybody gets one.
Jim
But
Ross is a legend, though.
I am a quasi legend in the Midwest
he's on
in
the
my
road.
own
he's
mind.
getting
Thank
there.
you.
He's
jobber.
taking.
You're a twat waffle. All right, let's keep this.
Take
professional
control of this
here.
conversation.
Yeah, man, pull the
geez,
reins
all right,
in
let me-
here.
all right, taking
This
it back.
production meeting's gonna be.
It's gonna be brutal.
I'm getting fired, too.
Oh yeah.
No, but Jericho's announcement, and man, you said it right before it happened, and it was so crazy. You said when Jericho's coming out, he was saying they talked about SCU, and you said, well, how come nobody's looking at Scorpio Sky for a title shot?
Right, because I said that last week.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he.
And you said it at the show before it actually even happened.
Yeah.
And what happens after that? After Jericho comes out and he's cutting his amazing promo, and he can't say sorry, so he's having the Big Hurt say sorry for him, which was great. I loved it. And then who comes out? It's SCU, and Scorpio Sky is heading the mic, and they just put that piece in there real nice, like, and it
And
worked
off
out
to
perfectly.
the races they went, and they
Yep.
booked a hell of a championship match for next week that I am here for. And we did find out that Scorpio's ex-girlfriend apparently gained a little bit of weight.
I know. What was her name? Was it Melanie?
Melody Durbin or something like that.
It was. I know it was Melanie. We had the crowd chanting Melanie for a hot little second.
For real, and then we got confirmation that Scorpio likes big butts,
You
And-
can't lie,
I
bro.
can't lie about it.
which prompted the crowd to so eloquently chant "big butts." That's the kind of highbrow show you get at AEW, ladies and gentlemen. Again, mostly gentlemen.
I was so here for it.
It was a blast. I mean, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's got an ECW vibe. But, I mean, dare I say, it was like a kind of a big cult vibe.
It was a huge cult vibe. Yeah, it was. Honestly, it was the biggest cult vibe that I had been to, and I gotta say, and I've had a little bit of time, only about 24 hours to think about it. But you know, I just throw mail in PO boxes in a small town, and that gives you a lot of time to think. And you know what I mean. For me, that show last night was the best show I've been to all year, and I've been to a lot of really good shows.
Hands down. Again, like I barely can talk.
Yeah.
You know, just from because again they gave me so many reasons to cheer. Now, again, I will say one negative. You know, just to be fair.
Sure, yeah, gotta be fair.
Way too many damn kickouts in matches.
Yeah.
It's way too much. Again, I'm not a worker. I'm just watching it as a fan.
Yeah.
Sure, like first few, especially like with Phoenix and Nick Jackson, like that match was good. Like they didn't get to the point where I was like, oh my god, so many kickouts. But by the time it got around to the latter part of the match, especially once we got to the dark match with Omega and Jack Evans, which was good.
Oh,
great!
yes,
It was actually
yes.
great.
And it was for the AAA championship. So good. We got a championship match on Dark.
Right. And another little thing I want to say about Dark, Kong was on there.
Yeah.
Kong had a match against the librarian girl, Leva
Bates.
Leva Bates, because she reads dinosaur books apparently, according to so we found out with Jericho earlier. You shush. I probably need a shush because man, but Kong's entrance is fucking dope.
Oh my god!
Like
yes.
like the vantage point we had, we had a great view of the stage, and that I don't know what you would call that LED chandelier looking thing that they have in the middle that's above the screen, or that's like in the middle of the entryways. Like they do this cool little graphic for Kong when she comes out, and with the way the lighting and stuff was, cool stuff. Cool stuff.
It was really cool.
It made for a really cool visual, along with a lot of the other entrances. And speaking of entrances, this also showed me how dope the fucking entrance music is for a lot of people.
Yes, there is a lot of it is a lot of dope entrance music. I really like Cody's.
I've always liked Cody's.
Cody stands out to mine.
Super Friends slaps, dude.
Yo, dog, and
Super Friends slaps hard.
Heavy.
the Proud and Powerful.
Yes.
I like that.
I like Darby's.
Oh yes, Darby's is good.
Shout out Wicca Face Springs Internal.
Right. I found out that's who it was because like I said, I actually went back and I was listening to them today.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ortiz and Santana.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Moxley's is
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
That
Omega's
was
is
heavy,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His theme's way heavier than I ever thought it was. Like, listening through it live, like, there's some really heavy metal sections.
Like, listen to it. Like, go to YouTube and like
You'll have to
listen.
look it up.
Yeah, because I listened to it today for the first time, and I'm actually sitting at work going, "Wow," because it sounds like a badass. Like it could fit on Mega Man or
Yeah,
something like that. 'Cause
yeah.
again, and it fits Kenny Omega.
I got so
perfect.
used to his New Japan theme. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. But this works for him.
Oh yeah.
And you can tell that the talent has input on like what their music's gonna be. Britt Baker's is cool.
Yeah.
I dug her interest. Her interest looks very cool visually live.
Yeah, and she's growing on me more and more, little by little.
Yeah.
Little by little.
Yeah, and I will say that match with her was a little bit.
A little rough. It was a little rough. Yeah, those arm drags were a little sloppy. You know.
Yeah,
It's just from our perspective,
but
we're just calling a spade a spade.
Yeah, again, I'm unbiased.
Yeah.
Unbiased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did do the best sling blade she's done on
That
TV.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
People
that-
noticeably in my section said that.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I'm glad I'm not the only person
See,
to notice.
and that's so funny, man. Like fans, see, that's one thing about wrestling that I'm sad about. Fans shouldn't be sitting critiquing their work. It should be like, because again, it's an astute observation. I'm not going to say it's incorrect, but we shouldn't be sitting there saying, "Wow, that's the best sling blade I've seen her do."
Yeah.
It should be like, "I really want to see her beat that kid, that girl's
Yeah,
ass."
yeah.
That's what it's about, dude. It should be just about the execution of the moves.
Yeah, but that's the culture of the fan base now.
I
man.
know, but see this.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just
And I'm not
speaking the facts.
But then that's why you got 37 people doing like the suicide dives through the
Yeah.
fucking ropes when you
Yeah.
don't fucking need it.
Cutters. You know what I mean?
And you do
Canadian destroyers.
like when I could do an arm drag to you, but I'm gonna jump up on the second rope, jump up on the top rope, jump over to the other rope, just jump back down to the ring, just to flip you over,
Right.
and do the exact same thing that I
Right.
would have done without doing those 5 steps and exerting that energy that I might need later. Psychology.
It's what you said last week's Dynamite. I want to get through it really quick. They do a lot of movement for a lot of nothing. That's what basically, yeah.
And I'm not saying that's all it is,
It's
but
not, yeah.
there's
You're
a
right.
lot of that. They got to trim that fat a little bit.
You're right, but I really think, to play a little devil's advocate to that, I think that's what's appealing to the younger crowd because we live in an ADHD type society, and nobody wants to see that slow, methodical pace. They want to see go, 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 go. Not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you from my perspective, that's what I'm seeing.
I think
That's
in a
why-
roundabout way he's trying to call me an old head.
I feel the same.
I am
way.
not
I'm
Cornette.
23.
I am not Cornette, bro.
Are you sure?
Wow.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not going?
I'm
drop
not-
some fried chicken in somebody's back and
I would never make. I would never make such a joke.
Are we going?
Wow.
Oh man.
I can't believe. I don't even know what to say now. I'm gonna let you pull us out of this one here, Captain.
Bro, you know I love you.
I'm not saying anything.
I know you ain't like that.
Well, I would hope so.
But that was ridiculous, though.
I was actually gonna say I like grilled chicken too. I was
gonna say,
man.
I like some fried chicken.
I like fried
too.
chicken.
I like it. You like it? Who don't like some fried chicken? We gotta stop eating it, man, because we hitting the gym and whatnot. We gotta stop.
All right, yeah. We
gotta
do.
stop that.
Yeah,
We can't do that anymore.
I know, but I'm gonna.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna miss it too. Trust me, I'm gonna miss it.
This is a horrible segue.
I know.
You just want to plug we were going to the gym.
And yeah, we have been going to the gym though.
We never have.
Yeah, it's been working.
Why are we talking about this on the show? They don't care about this.
And they care about everything we do.
They do care about it. Hey, we're going to the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Hey,
happening.
it's good. Getting that work, man. We've got the
I
peoples
still,
up in
I
here.
still like the number one, but I'm kind of like a swole number one. A little
There you
bit.
go. They go swelling up a little bit. There
Like
you
that number
go. I
one
ain't
that they-
ashamed of
Like
it.
that number one they show on Sesame Street a little bit. But this segment brought to you by the number one. Here I am.
Oh God, we have Levi Everett checking us out.
Really?
Yes. Levi Everett is
Levi.
awesome. Got a chance to see him at Bizarro Lucha.
Yep.
So
Man,
a
he killed
lot
it,
of and we're gonna try to acknowledge you guys at the end of the show, which we're getting here to the end. But real quick, I want to get back. I want to get back to Awesome Kong and Brandy, and I want to tell a story about that.
Oh.
I want to tell a
Story
story.
time,
Yeah,
kids.
story time.
All right,
Story
let
time.
us
Everybody
all
take a seat.
Let us all sit around here.
So
I got my grilled chicken here. All right.
There you go.
We're good to go.
So I was talking to my sister today.
Okay.
And she's like really spiritual, witchy, as it were.
Witchy.
Witchy.
I'm sorry.
That's a word. That is a real word.
Witchy.
That is a real
I
word.
didn't.
It's a whole, hold on,
please
hold on.
don't kill me for laughing.
It is a whole.
just thought-
She will put a spell on you, bro.
But I believe in that stuff, dude.
Yeah.
They're in tune with nature. Like that's no joke.
That's her. All that.
Word.
She's very organic and does she had, like I said, she does like rituals and stuff like that, and has what is it, like shrines, you know what I mean, with like candles and stuff like that, right? And it's real cool.
Okay.
I think it's dope.
Right word. Yeah, I'm with it.
So I was telling her about Brandy and Kong.
Yeah, with the hair.
Yeah, and
thing
I was telling her, I was like, this is a witchy type of gimmick.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think, and I figure it would appeal to my sister. Maybe she'll check it out.
Right.
And see somebody that's doing something that she's doing, but not like. And I told her earlier, I was like, if WWE did this gimmick, it would just be some females coming out on brooms and big black hats with a huge
Release the monkey.
Nose,
with
a
a wart on it
Right.
and a black cat and bubble toil and trouble type
Right.
crap. But that's not what a witch is.
Right.
Especially not today, because that's a whole community.
Right.
They got a whole community of people that do that and believe in that.
Right.
I'm looking at Brandy and Kong, and I'm telling my sister about it. I'm like, they're not shoving it in our face that they're doing witchy things. They're nuancing it in, and the
Yeah.
things that I'm seeing, I'm like, they're doing some witchy type stuff.
Has she seen the vignettes?
She hasn't seen it yet.
She needs to.
She needs to check it out.
Because I'm willing to bet.
I told her that
I'm
too.
willing to bet there's probably some iconography and stuff in there that she's
Yeah.
probably going to see. And be like, ooh, that's a blah blah whatever.
Yeah, she'll catch it.
Or this is.
She'll
what,
know better than me.
Right. Or this is what she was doing.
Yeah.
Because like what she kind of like doing like stuff. Because I'm trying to remember the video, and again I can't remember.
I told her kind of like, it almost has like a strange vibe where they go, when they put that work on whoever they're beating up,
Yeah.
and then Kong cuts off their hair,
Right.
and puts it in this belt like a trophy,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're using it in like spells later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, see, because like when I seen it, I was like, oh, she's taking trophies. Because I look at it, I was just like, okay, it's kind of like the equivalent of like how like back in the day you cut somebody's ear.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, I got that, so I'm cutting your hair because I fucked you up.
Yeah, exactly.
You're mine
It's a
now.
trophy.
But,
yeah,
but,
like you said.
But to like add that layer to it is dope. And I think again that seems like it's where it's going, because looking back at those videos and the way Brandy's been talking and the
way she's dressed.
Yeah, the way she's dressed, the imagery with the candles and the symbology. There's like again weird iconography with it. And shit. So yeah, it does seem like they're kind of going in. And I do believe, and maybe your sister can confirm this, I do believe when it comes to witches, they have like a light side and a dark side to it.
I think you're right, but I'm going to ask her about that.
Because again, I don't want to speak out of place, but like I said, I know it's in tune with nature and that kind of thing, and it's not just the dark. Like when people hear it, they automatically go with the dark stuff, and that's not what it is. Again, it's something that's, from what I gather, is commonly misconstrued. I guess that's the right word to use.
Yeah, I think
it's
so,
misinterpreted.
Yeah. Misinterpreted. I think you're right
Yeah,
both
this
ways.
looked at with a biased lens, because
Yeah.
again, it's kind of the outside of the norm.
Yeah.
And all that.
And remember, they was way back in the day. They was burning them up.
Right. Well, yeah, just because they knew math.
Yeah. Come on, let's not go that far. But you're right though.
Right. But yeah, that's a whole other show. That's a whole other. But yeah. So maybe she can confirm that. And again, if I speak out of place and you hear this, I apologize. But,
she commented and said, "Correct, Hutch."
Well, I'm back.
He's back. He's back. Hey, 1 out of 10 ain't bad.
Right, and you know what? I will throw this out there. Maybe as a consolation prize, if you want to maybe do like a little good fortune thing for your boy Hutch.
Yeah.
I think that might be a thing.
I think it is. There's all kinds of different spells.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. But in all seriousness, like yeah, and it's cool that they're incorporating something like that.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool.
Because again, it might draw, like you said, it might draw her interest. And you know what? If you're still listening, go watch the vignettes.
Yes, please do.
And if you got time, like because if you see something here, be like, oh, that's this, and because that'd be cool to for us to be able to throw out there. So,
yeah.
But more importantly, thank you for confirming that I was correct on that. That actually felt pretty good.
There you go, man. So we had, there was a lot of action, man, and we're gonna go straight to the main event, and then I'm gonna ask you guys a question as far as what was the best thing that you saw on the night. But I'm gonna give you guys some time to marinate on that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you some time to marinate on that.
Oh, you actually let us set up for questions.
Instead of just firing away.
Real, just like, hey.
That was really nice.
Yeah,
But
glad we turned a corner here.
the main event. Let's talk about that main event. Drake, I'm going to have you lead us into this one with Darby Allin coming out, and oh my goodness.
Yeah. Darby Allin gets introduced, and the screen pops up with a little video of him skating around whatever town he's in. It doesn't look like Indy from what I could tell. It must have been the city before. He's skating around, but he's got the classic body bag with him.
Yeah.
But what has it got taped on top? But Mox's name.
In color.
In color,
That
yeah.
looks-
In bright pink.
Right.
Bright pink. And it shows him skating through hallways, walking through hallways, and he's on a stage. And he has some singer of a group, which I believe nobody said. I think it's Ghostmane. I think it was a Ghostmane show. Shout out Ghostmane.
I have no idea of any kind of mane, but a little ghost mane. But we'll go with it.
But he puts himself in the body bag, and they crowd surf him out. And the video ends, and here comes 6 men walking with a body bag on, crowd surfed up, and they set Darby Allin down. He comes out of the body bag, skating down the ramp with a GoPro attached to his skateboard. Did you guys notice that little?
I did not.
I did not notice that.
I did not notice
He had
that.
a GoPro on the nose of his skateboard facing his feet.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't see that from where I'm at.
Yeah.
But TV showed.
Oh, okay.
Didn't get any views from it. Hopefully that's something they just do later. He's doing something for Instagram or whatever.
Sure.
They do that. He goes in the ring, and we get one of the most badass entrances in Indianapolis history for wrestling.
Oh my
I'd
gosh.
say. It's like that building blew up. It blown up while we were in commercial. Your guys' whole section was turned around, phones out,
Yes,
lights
yes.
out.
Oh, we knew what
whole
time it was.
Yeah.
Everybody knew where he was coming from.
We knew what was about to happen.
Yeah.
We knew.
And it was local legend John Moxley coming back to the Midwest. He's got a lot of history in this area, wrestling out of Cincinnati, Ohio. He's come through this area a lot, so this is like a second home for him.
Yep.
You know, and man, he just when I first saw him, he was nowhere near as big as he is now.
Yeah.
And dude is just huge now. My God.
Jacked.
Yes.
Like seriously jacked. Like if you could somehow bring him to like face Dean Ambrose like back then, he whooped Dean Ambrose's ass.
Oh, yes, he'd kill him,
all
rip him apart.
Day.
Yeah,
All
I agree
day.
with that.
Dude's on another level, and I think he may have jammed his pinky or one of his fingers during this
in the match. In the match.
And again, dude kept going and went right for a suplex, like right after
Yes.
it. Like, or I think it was like suplex or a brainbuster or something. Like he went for something that he was like he had to use his hand.
Yeah.
That he just busted. And I can't just,
And he just
a soldier,
kept going,
dude.
bro.
Like,
Kept going, and and to me, it was really awesome, man. It was really awesome to see him wrestle again and that close. But man, to see him next to Darby Allin, I mean, Darby Allin is smooth and clean in the ring, and my
So smooth.
goodness, he can maneuver like he's like an artist in the ring. But man, Moxley dwarfed him, bro.
Well, I mean, I could say, because I ended up, not to jump too far ahead, but I ended up getting to meet Darby after the show. And
Yes. Check that picture out on Hutch's Facebook, guys. It's an amazing photo.
Yeah, that was so damn random how it happened. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that story.
Please, go ahead.
Listen,
Go ahead.
I got to chop it up with y'all how this went down, right? So we're leaving, and my old ass is tripping about how tired I'm gonna be because I have to be up at work at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm just like ready to get home, ready to get home, right? So we look over, and we're all like, "The fuck is that, Darby Allin?" There was like a few people over there. And then Caleb was like, "Well, go get a picture with him." And I thought, social anxiety. I have to, not just for me, but at least to attempt for the brand too,
Yeah,
right?
sure, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to him, maybe talk to him about the podcast, whatever. So I hop out of the car and I try to run, not too quickly, but just kind of like trot up there because I know he's trying to dip. Plus, he just got, as you guys probably saw, he got dumped on his dome piece.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So it was good to see he was okay, first off. But then he's talking to another fan, right? And this fan did the total job, guys. Oh, all right.
Bro, tell that story,
You
bro.
wanna-
They gotta know.
You
They
want
gotta
to
know, Hutch.
Look,
Cringe warning.
that
Cringe warning.
for real. You want to
Listen
talk
to that man.
This F that you guys were typing for me earlier? Go ahead and keep those because you're gonna need to drop them right now.
Same for this guy.
So I'm sitting there patiently waiting for this conversation to be done, so I can at least try to get a picture with Darby Allin and chat him up and whatever. Mm-hmm. And he goes, hey Darby, I don't know if you remember or not, but I met you back at Starrcade.
Yowie wowie!
And I even said to myself, I'm like, Starrcade? Like, when the hell was the last Starrcade? And then Darby's like, no, sorry, I wasn't Starrcade. You mean Starrcast? Oh, yeah, Starrcast. I'm sorry, I mean Starrcast. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, dear God. Painful. It was brutal.
I don't normally say this, and I know it's, we kind of still are too, but what a mark.
Seriously, bro. Like, I'll go ahead and say it. What a mark. Oh, Lord. So, I walk up, and as soon as that dude dipped out, and I said, I don't know what the hell that was, but I think you did awesome tonight, blah, blah, blah.
Hold on, you said I don't know what the hell that was.
Yes.
How could you not acknowledge?
What am I
You gotta let them know we're not all like that.
right?
Facts, bro.
I'm
Facts.
trying to break the cycle, guys. I'm trying to break the cycle.
I know you are, bro.
I
For
put
real,
on,
for
I
real.
put on the deodorant and stuff before I went. I showered. And
Yo,
I put
you
on
better
deodorant.
stop.
I did. Come on, man. There was people that smelled like a sack full of assholes mad at each other at that show, bro. Let's shoot here.
That's a
Okay?
wrestling show, bro.
That's a wrestling show.
That's wrestling show
smell
culture,
like,
bro.
Smell like just stale bags of Parmesan cheese and
You
feet.
need to stop. My God, but
Anyway.
you approached him. Cool.
Anyway, I approached him. I was just like,
Yeah.
hey, I was like, I know you got to go. You're probably sore as hell. Do you mind if I get a quick picture with you? He goes, yeah, man, it's totally cool. Walk with me, though. My Uber's here.
Yeah.
So that right there told me I had a very, very small window of time because I'm like, dude wants to go home. He just got dumped on his dome piece. I'm not trying to keep you, man. Go.
Yeah.
And so I got the quick picture and everything, and I
sure.
did end up trying to inbox him in the, on Instagram and, try to
Sliding in his DMs a little
right,
bit.
say and just I want to say what I wanted, to get out what I wanted to say, and hopefully, we maybe line something up. I don't know, but I'll say this: dude was super approachable. He
Yeah.
was chill as fuck.
Yeah.
And from what I gather, like the kid was like homeless before like he got this gig.
Yeah.
Like, and again, he struggled.
Yeah.
Basically, he's one of us.
Dog,
You know what I
gives me-
mean?
He gives me mad Docs vibes.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Docs.
Yeah, we love you, bro.
Docs was a road dog. He was right there with us. And now you know what? I'm gonna shout out Docs. I'm gonna throw out this quick idea. We were talking about Bray Wyatt and the Fiend and all that stuff.
Sure.
And the Universal title. And I told him that I would put this idea out there. He was talking about the Universal title being blue.
Yeah.
About how that's not gonna work with Bray Wyatt in the entrance and all that shit. You know how Bray Wyatt turns into the Fiend.
Yeah.
Right? The title changes when the Fiend comes out. New unique design for when he comes out as the Fiend. I
Yeah.
thought that was a dope idea.
Wow.
And I also threw out how I think the Fiend will get beat.
Really?
Yep. They're going to remove his mask.
Really?
They remove the mask from the Fiend. The mask, therein lies the power. If the mask is off Bray Wyatt, that makes Bray Wyatt pinnable, ergo, that is how they will take the belt off of Bray Wyatt. You heard it here on In Your House.
That sounds like a
Mark it, book it.
that sounds like a future episode.
That's right.
Oh, leaving you a little hook there. Leaving you guys a little hook there.
I could be wrong, but just throwing that out there. I know we weren't even trying to talk about that, but here we are.
Hey, we left you guys a hook for the 14 different countries across these great United States and locally right here in Indiana, and 22,000 strong following on the Facebook page. It has been a great, great episode. So I want to close with this. Favorite moment of the night at AEW Indianapolis. Starting off with Hutch.
That's tough. I'm going to say the initial reaction of the crowd once the show started.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, holy shit, they got an indie crowd to be loud.
Yeah.
And again, now, I mean, you want to pick a moment on the show. Man, again, I don't
it's
know.
tough. It's tough,
Because
I know.
part of me wants to say the Dark Order thing because they're, they haven't given up on the team and they're giving it new direction.
Sure, yeah.
And I think I like where that's going.
Yeah.
I want to say Ray Phoenix and Nick Jackson because, again, that match was fucking amazing and a
Yes,
hell of
it
a way
was.
to start.
Yes, it was.
I honestly, I don't know if I can legit give you one, man. I'm gonna say Nick Jackson in Phoenix just for. It was just an amazing match to watch live.
Yeah.
But I don't really feel confident in that answer.
Right, because there was so much good.
Right, I want to say Darby Allin and Moxley too.
Yeah. Would you say those are your top two?
Yeah, I would say. All right, I'm going to say this: top 3 moments of. Okay, damn it, I can't do it because
I was going to do that. Damn it.
I know. Okay, but it's just because I can't leave Jericho out either.
Yeah.
Because Jericho was gold.
It's tough, isn't it?
Moxley and Allen.
Okay.
Moxley and Darby.
Okay.
Just because of Moxley just seemed like a megastar in that environment, and it just made the show just itself feel big, and it was a great climax to the show, and it was a good way to bring it home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Dark Order thing and again a whole bunch of very high number 2s. I'm going to shut up talking. Go.
Drake.
It's a bunch of random shit. I don't have a favorite. Ray Phoenix, Nick Jackson at the very start of their match, the crowd was dead as shit. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it's even on TV, it noticed they were dead as shit until they were about to go.
Yeah.
And they did what 2 wrestlers who know what they're doing do. They looked at the crowd, and it blew up from there on. As soon as they both looked at the crowd, I'm like, you guys are quiet. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you quiet? Crowd blew up. That was great. The pop for Luchasaurus, the pop for Billy Gunn, the holy shit chant for Billy Gunn just for him walking down the
Which
ramp.
was thunderous.
Billy Gunn hitting the DX suck it, saying suck my dick.
Yeah.
The fuck you Maxwell chant.
So
Dante's
much.
Tope Suicida right at before the start of their match, before the bell even rang.
Yeah.
We didn't see it, but Moxley's promo after that match, walking to the back, was awesome. Everything.
There was so
the
many
energy. The energy was the best part of that show.
I will give an additional half star to the dude that was hammered behind us who was shouting, Epstein didn't kill himself.
That was great.
Hillary Clinton did it. And then he fell, like, through his chair or something. He fell down at some point, and God love him. Yeah, like, I labeled him chaotic good.
Yes.
Because, damn it, he was loud and obnoxious and redundant. But damn it if his cause wasn't just.
Yes.
Because I'll say it right now. That son of a bitch didn't kill himself. I said it right now, and I'll look right in that camera.
Facts.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Hey, that meme isn't going crazy for no reason, guys. So for me, man, I gotta say,
Oh man, I hope I don't die saying that.
one of my I know
Wind up on a
they're gonna
milk
come
carton
get you,
somewhere,
bro.
homie.
They're gonna come get you. I gotta say one of the best matches for me was the Private Party and Proud and Powerful. That was fun to watch.
I was
The
hyped to
kids
see
liked
those
it.
two.
Yeah, it was fun. But like you guys said, there were so many different parts. But that one, I had fun. I mean, I saw my kids watching it,
Right.
and they really enjoyed it. So
I
that's
know-
why it kind of stuck out to me.
I know Isaiah leaned over and was talking to me a few times as well
Yeah.
during that one, and
Yeah.
he was really into it. And Private Party was super over in Indy.
Yeah, they were.
Like the crowd was, and Ortiz and Santana were too. And again, they're just, you know me, I'm biased.
Right.
They had put them in a circle, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I'm all about those two anyway.
Right.
But
right.
But yeah, like that match, their match was fantastic.
Yeah.
They was good.
Yeah.
Like Ortiz and Santana did great drawing heat, all that.
Yeah.
Private Party
Yep.
lit it up.
It was a great show, man, all the way around. You know, my wife, her favorite right off site, because she's watched a little bit, Kenny Omega. For my daughter, it was Luchasaurus. She's now a big Luchasaurus fan,
Awesome.
which is real cool.
Look at that, drawing new fans.
New fans, man. New fans. It's real great, and man, it was just a great show, and a lot of fun to be had all around. And man, I just really enjoyed it. So with that being said, it's time to close this thing out, man. We got to call it a night. We've already kept these guys over way too long. Drake, go ahead and plug
we
it, bro.
have.
Follow me on Instagram, xdrake, xkennedyx. Fuck you, Mike, I didn't soon.
Wow.
You remembered it.
Holy shit.
My goodness.
Go ahead.
He actually was saying it. Actually, when I rolled up, he was saying it to himself in the car. So he rehearsed this.
Go
Anyway,
ahead, Dropper. Give him your information.
Oh,
Shoot it
are
out
you
there,
done?
bro.
Was that it?
Yeah, go
Yep.
ahead.
Now watch, I'm going to mess up mine. Mine is...
Look at it, Boomer. Pull up your phone and look at it, you Boomer.
I know what it is. Y'all can catch me on the Twitter at Hutch IYH. I've actually been tweeting a little bit more, and like I said, apparently my app sucks, so I'm gonna have to get a new one. So maybe that'll make it a little bit more pleasant experience for me.
No doubt.
So maybe I'll do it more. But anyway, Hutch IYH. Give me a follow. Let me know what you did. You can also follow me on the Instagram. I have actually just cracked the 90 mark on followers.
Good.
The sippers of the Kool-Aid. I'm at 91. So appreciate you guys for that. And you can follow me at Hutch in Your House, and that's spelled just like the name of the show that's going in your ear holes right now. And you know what we say here, regardless of what you cheer or what you boo, be it WWE, AEW, which if you can get to an AEW show live, I vehemently say do it. Ring of Honor, New Japan, doesn't matter what you cheer, what you boo, DCCW, November 30th, we're going to be there. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
And you know what we say here? We are Legion. We are wrestling. We are Legion. We are one.
We are one. One of the great slogans of the In Your House podcast from my man, Mikey Hutch. And this was one great episode, man. We leaving them up here late here at Dragon Hordes Coin and Gaming. We apologize, guys. Sorry about that. We're going to get you out of here. Guys, we get out. Work. So let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at...
Oh, we about to tell them.
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. Check us out November 30th. If you know what it is, DCCW. Thanksgiving Thunder. In Your House is in the building, hitting commentary for another great show. Guys, what are you doing? Buy a freaking shirt. It's www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Black Friday sale starts today because when you guys listen to this, it will be 6 a.m. Friday morning. Guys, we tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on. Or get gone. Because household, we still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.